When we are trying to compare with the developed country, so the advanced technology, what and all, the transparent, the exchange of technology. So the first one, removal of quotas and tariff. We are not making any quotas which is related to international market, the tariff which is related to international trade. The International Economic Corporation, because when we are trying to do for global international trade, of course we are trying to compare with the global economic. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Natesh, lecturer in commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the Unit 3, Session 2, second semester B.B.A. Business Environmental. The chapter name is Economical and Global Environmental. In the last session, which is related to Economical and Global Environmental. And today my agenda, globalization. You know, in the year of 1991, LPG policy are introduced. Because of globalization, we are trying to compete with the global economic. Okay, so you will get to know the meaning of globalization, how it is operating for the individual country. And the features and the globalization, what kind of features and characteristics we can identify here, and the essential conditions for the globalization, why the conditions, and the advantages of globalization and disadvantages of globalization. So globalization means we are not operating only within our country, we are trying to compete with other country. So there is a lot of advantages, obviously we are finding a disadvantages. So in the globalization, at a broad level, the globalization means what? Because the worldwide we are trying to compete. Okay, so whenever you are trying to compete with the worldwide, we are trying to compare our nation economic into the global economy. So to refers to the growing economic interdependence. The global economic means which is a integration or interrelations. Okay, so between the other country there is a lot of advantages we are getting. Among the country, because we need to maintain a good relationship with the other country, what and all the abundant source available for our country, we are trying to go for exchanging, or we are at the same time we are generating a more revenue and reflecting in the increasing cross border. Okay, the cross border, because we are not dealing with the only one country, we are dealing with the different country. For example, Japan, okay, German, Europe country, Asia country. In the Asia country, the certain country we are trying to Asia continent we are trying to go for dealing. Okay, so whenever we are doing, so there is the flow of goods and service and the technology, we are trying to get benefits. Okay, so even the capital formation, okay, we are trying to allow for the capital for the multinational company. So other country they are trying to go for investing to set up an industry in our country. And technical known, because we are in the developing country, when we are trying to compare with the developed country, so the advanced technology, what and all, the transparent, the exchange of technology, okay, the technology advancement, we are getting benefit. Okay, at the level of specific company, and globalization refer to the degree to which competitive position is determined by the ability to leverage physically or intangible resource, because each and every country the unique resource they are having. For example, if you try to take an examples for Japan, the major resource, even they are facing a resource problem, but they are having a innovation. Okay, so that's what they are trying to get. A country like China, they are trying to get a resource from the India, other country. Okay, so the market opportunity across the country, because not only the production, so not only for the distribution, we are trying to deal for the international trade. Whenever we are trying to go for import and export, so which is related to global market, we are meeting the demand for the global market. So the international trade, of course, there is import and export which is related to globalization, international trade we are doing. The same time we are generating a more revenue. Okay, we are trying to compete with the other country, we are trying to compare for the global economic. Okay, so the foreign direct investment, other country, whenever we made globalization, we are giving just for investing in our country to develop. Okay, so have a grown rapid in the last few years, driven by the lower tariff and non-tariff barriers, because whenever we are other country, when we are going to start for other country, the entry level, the license which is related to do the tariff quotas. Okay, so if it is the barrier, the restriction part, when we are talking related to restriction part, it is very easy or free means, of course we can start our business. So for example, the license are made for the import and export, so very complicated, so no one is keen interested to do for global activity or international trade. Okay, so this has to lead the globalization, production and market production. So if you take Toyota not manufacturing in their country, so they have a different manufacturing unit in the different country. Okay, so there are two, for example, the Port Motors, so they tie up with the Mahindra, because the Port Motor, which is other country, okay, so the foreign country, they are operating in our country. So like this, even the Reliance also having a industry in the other country. Okay, so we are trying to meet the global demand. And what are the features of the globalization? Because of globalization, we are trying to compete with the global economy. Okay, so we are dealing for international trade. So several things to several people, because not only for the physical product or a tangible product or non-physical product, not only service or capital formation. So many people are getting an opportunity. So here we have like a country like China and India, we have the population size is more, the labor skill, okay, the skilled labor, unskilled labor, the people also getting a lot of opportunity to operate, work in the different country. Okay, so the integration of world economic into the huge market, because integration not only for one country. Okay, we integrated means what are interconnections between other country. So whenever we are interconnecting, so definitely we are maintaining a good relationship with the other country. So removal of a trade barrier, because we are doing for global market means which is nothing but the international trade. So which is related to import, export, okay, or exploit. So what and all you are doing, tariff, what the rules and regulation guidelines are for doing, followed by the international trade. If it is very free, so of course we are trying to. So the removal of a restriction, okay. The foreign direct investment up to 51% of a foreign equity is allowed. The foreign investment, if you try to invest for any country, okay, definitely there is some certain standard are maintained by the individual country. So here the 51% is a maximum. The automatically permissions provided to high priority industry up to 1 crore. Okay, automatically. So the permission, because there are different sectors we identified, agriculture sector or industry, small scale. Okay, so here there are 1 crore, up to 1 crore we are trying to go for provide. So the free flow of goods and service in any country, because we are doing for international trade. When we are globalized, of course, we are related with the, whenever the MNC company is operating in our country, so there is a customer point of view, consumer point of view, opportunity wise, the government wise, everything they are getting a maximum benefit. Okay, so here the free flow, the goods, if the China product is not coming, Japan product is not coming, we are in the developing country, we are depending the basic necessity product as well as the manufacturing goods. Okay, we are expecting from the other country. Okay, so the free flow of capital and technology, whenever we have a maintain, whenever we are doing a international trade, the flow of capital as well as the technology transparent will be there. The rupee has been made fully convertible, because each and every country they are maintaining a unique currency. When we are trying to compare with the dollar or pound, euro, so the lot of variations we are finding. Okay, so the tax and tariff duty modified, because we are trying to do for just for promoting an international trade. So we are not the government is not making any restriction for the so not completely freedom. So just for a certain percentage of freedom are provided to the businessman, those who are doing for international trade. So the tax collection, import tax, export tax, so everything which is related to international trade. Moving forward, and today agenda, essential condition for globalization, because we know you got a more clarity about the globalization, how it is operating, okay, what benefits. Okay, so in order to smoothing the process of globalization, that each country government, central government or state government, okay, so which is a coordinations, right? So the first one, removal of quotas and tariff. We are not making any quotas which is related to international market, the tariff which is related to international trade. So whatever the decided by the government of India under the operations. So here liberalization, liberalize means what? Free. Okay, you know, you are well familiar, whenever the examinations going, the student will asking for please do the liberal correction. So that's what which is a free, okay, the trade. Liberalization of government rules and regulation. If you made free rules and regulation guidelines for the international trade, of course you can promote the international trade. And the freedom to business and industry, because any businessman, only the legal under the guidelines guidelines of legal, what and all the business, if anybody want to start, okay, so any companies can productions related or software related or any chemical industry, so the entry level is very easy, then they are ready to start their business. Removal of bureaucratic formalities and procedure. We are not going for, we are just giving for the demographical approach. Okay, so any industry or any businessman, if they, so that they can operate their business. And adequate infrastructure. Of course, whenever we are trying to go for the international trade, the infrastructure, road, either transportation, railway, okay, and a lot of service we are expecting, even the lot of service we are sharing. And the competition on the basis of quality, price, delivery and customer service, because of the million of product and service are available, because of globalizations, the consumers are getting, businessman getting software related, a physical product, electronic goods, capital goods, because of, so the autonomy of public sectors undertaking, the autonomy of a public sectors. So here the private contribution is more because of multinational company, they are trying to operate, okay. So of course the capital formation, okay, lot of benefit, lot of opportunity for the employment opportunity, and the incentive for research and development, because those who are starting, because of a new product arriving with the help of R&D department only, so the physical product and service is offered to the end consumer, even the consumer point of view, the business point of view, they are getting a lot of opportunity. There is a price reduction, okay, they have a plenty of opportunity. So because of R&D department, we are coming with the innovative ideas, okay. And the administrative and government support to the industry, because the government support, because you know the industry means actually whenever the foreign country, when they are trying to operate in our country, the government want to provide a land facility, infrastructure, okay, what and all the facilities required, so the government of course they want to support. And the development of money market and capital market, we know the money market and capital market, because we are trying to go for the international trade, so definitely the money market, easily the capital market which is related to stock, share, okay, so there are equity generation, preferences, so this is an example, so which is a primary and secondary market provided for the needy people's publics. So next, advantages of globalization. There are a lot of advantages we are getting. So not only for our Indian economic, just for booming economic, okay, because of international trade, the currency rate, a lot of opportunity we are getting, okay, the income generation, okay, we are trying to depend on the advanced technology. So the wider of market, we need to extend our market, not only focusing for India, we are trying to do for international products, so that we can build the brand or image. So the globalization offer larger market to domestical producer, because we are focusing only before doing a international trade, we are focusing within state or within country. So now we are trying to compete with other countries. So the widening marketing is very easy. And the rapid industrialization, when we are going for the competing for the international market, of course there is an industry, the rapid increase in the industry. So globalization help in the free flow of capital and technology between other countries. So each and every country, they have a different strength. Okay. So for example, India, there is a population wise, we are second. Okay. And the resource wise also we are there. So definitely we are trying to go for, so we are not developing technology. Now if you take example, the 2G and 5G, because of a global market, because of globalizations only, every country are getting a benefit. And the greater specialization, a globalization enabled to domestic firm to specialize the area where they enjoy the competitive and comparative advantages, because each and every country, they have a unique strategy, unique innovations, they have a unique resource they have. So for example, if you Arab country, they have an abundant source of petroleum product, but we don't have. So if we are trying to do for international trade, of course a lot of spices item is going for the from the India to Arab country. Okay, so the competitive gain, of course we are getting a competition, lot of competitions gain we are getting. Globalization increase competition for the domestic firm through the important multinational corporation. Because of globalization, the multinational corporate, multinational company, they going to establish unit. So we are finding the lot of competitions here. And the higher production, of course, because of globalization, we need to cover the demand for the global requirement. So that's why the productions automatically increase. increasing because we are depending for the latest technology, whatever it is required to increase your productivity. Globalization lead to spread out the manufacturing facility to the different country. Because of one place, if you try to produce, you cannot target for the entire globe. So that's why the production point is established in the each and every country. So wherever the globalization concept is adapted. And the price stability, because of price stable global market we are competing, of course we need to fix the price stable manner. The globalization can reduce the price difference between the country because of country. When the productions are established in our country, of course the cost of the product will be getting ultimate consumers. Okay. And seventh one, increase employment. No doubt, because of globalization, lot of manufacturing units are establishing. There is a production, there is a distribution, lot of manpower is required. So employment opportunity automatically increase, and even the income generation also increase. So globalization create a job opportunity to developed country, and income of the people increase due to the increased industrialization. Because of now major problem we are facing, unemployment in India, because of multinational company, lot of them they got an opportunity to work. Even Indian people, so they try to go for other country to work, okay, for better job, better offer, high standard of living. Because of globalization, the human beings lifestyle is completely changed. Okay, the globalization create job opportunity. Whenever job is available, of course the disposable income is automatically increasing. So the developing country and the income of the people increase due to increase in the industrialization, because equal opportunity they are getting based on their skill, they based on their experience. The International Economic Corporation, because when we are trying to do for global international trade, of course we are trying to compare with the global economic. Okay, so globalization improve economical cooperation between the nation in the form of the trade agreement, international trades, okay, the standard of commercial procedure, the avoidance of double taxation, intellectual property protection. So there are too many acts which is related to international trade, each and every country. So they made which is compulsory. We are doing a international, if you take for WTO, International Trade Organization. Okay, next, world peace. Of course we are doing a international business. So the globalization promote culture exchange and the mutual understanding among the different nations. Whenever the country like say Arab country and India, whenever they try to do for the transaction or trading, so they are maintaining a good relationship. Okay, so of course, okay, the international cooperation and the brotherhood contribute to peace and prosperity in the world. Okay, because see, but the most of the time whenever the fight between other country, enemy country like Pakistan, so if you have any good relationship with the other country, they are trying to go for just for supporting moral support or financial support, whatever is required, if you have a good relationship. So moving to the disadvantage, obviously the global market, whenever we are doing a globalization, there is a few disadvantages also we are finding. So align culture, because of multinational company, their different cultures are adapted. In India, we have a mixture of a number of cultures we are finding. So we are trying to adapt, okay, because of the food related, the custom, the dress, everything, the organization, design. So the globalization promote consumption pattern, of course, and the lifestyle which are the inconsistent with the local culture and value. People are giving a most priority for culture. Okay, whenever they are not able to adapt the multinational culture, okay, the international foreign culture, so it is very embarrassing. So the threat to domestical industry, because the small industry which is located in our nation, because of multinational company, they are losing their market share. Okay, because they are not compete with them. Okay. So the globalization lead to the establishment of manufacturing and marketing facility by the multinational in the developing country. Because of a domestic country, they are only focusing for India, but multinational company, they are trying to compete with the local domestic country. Of course, they are not to overcome the competition. The technology dependence, because the multinational, they are well advanced technology they are using. Suppose when the domestic country like India, so we are outdated, adapted or very traditional technology when we are depending, of course the productivity is very compared to multinational company slow only. The globalization offer ready-made foreign technology which settle the domestic research and development because the most of the well equipment, advanced technology we are not able to produce ourselves. We are depending on other country. Okay, that is also major problem here. And the unemployment, whenever the multinational company are operating in our country, the same time when we are getting an opportunity, of course the multinational company from the international, so the traveling person, okay, so they can come and work here, we are losing our employment opportunity. The technology upgradation, because we are not able to adapt the technology, what and all the latest technology adapted. So whenever we need a training, so definitely we are depending on the training is required. So the focus area competitive advantages create unemployment and underemployment among the skilled worker, because we don't have any skill about the technology, about the software, what and all they adapted. Okay, so interdependence, of course the globalization increase interdependence between the nation of the world, so which is a dealing between the nation and other country. Okay, the country and different country we are doing. Keep on watch for next section. Thank you.